Yes, I hope we are online now. Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the second live stream on the 3 weeks bike race. It's now Sunday, it's the second day of the race, and it's about 4 p.m. in the afternoon, so the riders are on the route for a bit more than one day and 5 to 6 hours, depending on the time slot. So they have made some progress, and since we have spoken yesterday, there was a lot of things happening, and yeah, like usual, we should start with a look on the tracker map. So that's where we are today on the Sunday afternoon. I heard from the crowd that the weather is quite beautiful in Italy and also in Austria. I've got a footage from one of the participants who have taken a short swim to cool himself down, so this sounds really great. Yeah, what has happened since yesterday evening? Well, let's zoom in a little bit so I can show you a bit better. So where are we? So first of all, we are now in the area of Peak 1. So the first rider, Laurent, did conquer the Monte Zoncolan this morning at about 8 a.m. when I did the first comment of the day. So he is very fast and he's progressing. And as you can see here, this red line, this is the climb up to peak number 1. And this one is really a brutal one. So it has a average gradient of 15% over a distance of 6 kilometers. So this is really hard, and my bet is many riders will have to walk up this peak, this ascent. So on the top there is a mountain hut, so yes, availability for refreshment or for some food, which is quite nice, and it will be open also on the Sunday afternoon, I bet. So that's the challenge of today for most of the riders. And you can see there's a long line up here, up these ascent and descending down, and most of the riders immediately then turn left here, going this small yellow road and then following that path. There are a few who have chosen another road, so they are going up here, back into Austria to Kötzbach, Kötznach, I'm not sure, and will cycle up this road. So there we are now coming in the area where we have alternative choices, but as you can see from the line of dots, there is quite a natural road to follow. There is little change and little variety so far in routing. This morning we saw some routing here in the area of Klagenfurt, so a few riders took the southbound route along Klagenfurt and the famous Wörthersee, beautiful lake, absolutely worth going there. I've spent a couple of days there last year, and that is a magnificent and beautiful area. But coming back to the race, you see here a long line of dots, and I love to this view because every one of these dots is a person riding his or her bike, hopefully having fun, maybe have some challenges as well during the day. So let's have a look at the top of the field. Who is still there? Yeah, you zoom in and click it, and no surprise, it's cap number 205, Laurent van Gurt, who leads the race since yesterday evening. You may remember that there was Stefan, with cap number 294, who led the race in the evening hours, but then left the route and did go southbound to Udine and further. We have no information why he chose to do so or what was the reason, but in the end he decided not to finish the race, so he's now listed as DNF. Whatever's the reason, we do not know, so he quit, and now Laurent is leading the race. In second place here we see Joris Pesch. Joris has overtaken Niels Oyen, who is now in third place, cap number 157. So Niels was on second, but's now in third place. But nevertheless, there is quite some distance, but do not overrate this. This is perhaps just 1 hour of sleep of difference, which closes the gap quite soon, and it's still a long way to go for these riders. Yeah, let's have fourth place. We see Simon Fleury. Fleury, I hope it's pronounced like this. And in fourth, there is Christian Waser. Yeah, what I would like to show you today, I would have a more detailed look on a special group of riders, our female riders. I wrote already a comment, and I think it makes sense also to have a look here. If you're not that familiar with this tracker map, then I can show you a feature. If you go into this participant list, you can here see the list of all riders, of all participants listed by their bib number. And here's a filter that is quite helpful if you want to have a look at only parts of the field. We select the female riders. So what we see here on the left hand side are the names of our female riders, the solo riders that did not start it, so these people did not start, and also the pure female teams. So they, as already explained, the lighter blue dots are the solo riders, and as you can see, zooming in, we have the first female rider. It is Jana Polakna. Hope this is correct. If not, apologies. Jana is currently climbing peak number 1, Sonkolan. Sorry, it's a bit difficult. And followed by Mona Teune, and in third place we see Larissa Unsinn. So these three are currently leading the women's field. They are a bit behind the faster male rider, but still right in the pack with a lot of male riders. And you see there are also more women following those three. And they will for sure today conquer peak number 1 and check this checkpoint. A distance behind, you see also the group, larger group of female riders. We have 27 female riders in the race who made it to the start line. We have some quite special team here. This number 61418. This is a team of 3. And I'm not sure if this is new, if this ever had been. I was not aware that it is allowed to run as team of 3, but it is. It's Bernadette, it's Fiona, and it's Isabella. So they are riding at the team of 3. And to my experience, I guess this is quite difficult. Anyhow, in such races, riding as a pair is often more difficult than riding solo. And riding at a triple may even more difficult. But would be interesting to talk to them in the finish or after the finish and ask for their experiences. Yeah, and that's it so far. So all the ladies are doing good. None of them have scratched so far, and it will be quite interesting to see, because last year the scratching rate by the female riders was way smaller than the scratch rate with the male riders. I will do some statistics later on this week and check this also if this is again the case. So the ladies are often doing better. It's a pity that there are not more there. So this is just 10% of the crowd are female riders. We have some more ladies in teaming up in mixed teams. So there are 7 more ladies in mixed teams, making it up to a number of 37. But yeah, it would be nice to see more ladies here. And I would love to encourage girls and women out there who, well, at least get some idea of riding this race, or maybe some vibes or so, and just try it. Just try it. It is not impossible. It is a nice adventure. Of course, it requires a lot of effort. It requires a lot of training, some training at least over the winter, but it's really rewarding. And don't be shy. Believe in you and just register for this race next year or any other of these ultra cycling race. We would love to see you at the starting line. And what is also new to me, at least from my point of view, we have also a non-binary category this year. I cannot remember that we had that last year. So we have Richard Grusek from Switzerland, who has categorized herself, I don't know the right pronoun, as non-binary. So welcome to the race as well. And I think it is a good sign that the field gets a little bit more diverse, yeah, and not only men doing these races. So what else can I show you? Coming back to the complete field, what you also can see, and what I mentioned in my earlier comments, the teams have started first on the Saturday morning. So they had a little bit of advantage over the solo riders, but as you can see, solo riders are passing. That's what we expect. Usually, although you may expect that a team is faster than a solo rider, this is not the case in ultra cycling, yeah, because there's no support from the outside. So the teams have to sync themselves. Usually that are 2 riders who are cycling together. So of course they can give some they can do some drafting, which saves a little bit of energy, but they also have to think everything they're doing, may it be resting, may it be sleeping, may it be eating, or what else you have to do on the route. So that's why the teams are usually slower than the solo riders, and that is what we can see. So they are still doing good throughout the field, but falling a little behind after the fastest solo riders. Yeah, that's basically the news for today. So let's have an outlook on where do we want to go. So this is peak number 2. Peak number 2 is in Germany, the Feldberg in the Black Forest, and I guess from here, from Italy, going to the Feldberg, there are different options. You can go via Innsbruck, perhaps Liechtenstein. You may go through Germany along the Bodensee, which may be a little too crowded from traffic usually around the Bodensee. There's a lot of traffic, so I would maybe not recommend it. Or you can here go and cross Switzerland, going then into Germany and taking this climb. So we will see. It will take our adventurers quite some time to go there, but I expect the first one to be there somewhere tomorrow. Yeah, that's what I expect them to do, and I'm quite curious about the various routing choices we will see here throughout the field. Yeah. So I would say these are the major updates for this afternoon. If you have some questions or comments, feel free to post them right below in the comments here. I will answer them and I will read through the comments so you can get in touch with me, and I'll try to find out what else is going on and what else is happening, keep you updated. And for all the others, just refer here to the tracker map. You can see most of it. There's one thing I would like to mention. There has been an accident last night. One rider was involved in that one, and the other riders passing by did call the ambulance, so the rider went into the hospital. He has some injuries, but as far as I understood, no severe injuries, so we cross our fingers, wish him all the best for a quick and full recovery. That's unfortunately can happen. We have no details, no information, so there's no point in speculating what may happen to him, but at least he is safe and he gets the help needed so far. Yeah, that's most likely it for now. So the race is beautiful like always, and I hope you enjoyed watching the dots as well, reading the comments on Dotwatcher.cc. Always check out this page, and yeah, stay tuned for more updates. I will be online tomorrow at 8 p.m. in the evening, after returning from the office, and I will have a special guest tomorrow evening in this session, who can share some experience from last year's race. On Tuesday and on Wednesday I will be a little bit late, so it will be a late night show starting most likely 22:15, 10:15 p.m. in the evening. After I'm returning home, I will go online, so I have to juggle around a little bit with dates and other meetings and other obligations I have, but I would like to keep you informed also here on this way. So I hope you enjoyed it, and again, if you have questions, if you have comments, post it in the chat, and happy to see you. Just give me a second. There is one question, but I don't know where I can get to. The software, I'm using it for the first time, so I'm not quite used to it. There was a question, so I will try to answer it afterwards. Or give me a second, I will try to find it again. There was one question, now I can read it here. So the question is, could you go down the same climb and just leave all your gear at the bottom of the climb? As far as I do understood, no, the parkour of the climb, and yeah, let us try to find that out. I think that's a very good question. So let me open up another web page. I'll open up the web page of the organizer, so the official web page, and we will have a look on the routing. So I'll share my screen. So here we are. Let me just move it a bit. This is the official page, and you can see here the mandatory parcours. Wait. This is peak number 1. And as you can see here, yeah, good. So my understanding, but I was not there at the at the race briefing. The parcours, the mandatory parcours, is this red brownish line here, and it goes until there. So let me open up that more precisely so we can have a look. So that's the parcours. So you have to go, and this is commode. Maybe you're used to it, maybe not, but it's a good tool. So you go up here, and you see here, this is this harsh climb where you have these red and brown and very brown dark color. So this means there's a gradient, and you can see here the gradient is 70%, 16, 20. There was something like 22 also, 90%, 18%. So this is a very steep climb for a long distance here until it gets a little bit softer here, and then finally it goes up to 21, 22%. I can tell you, when I'm ultra cycling and I have my gear with me with a 18 or 20 kilo bike, I'm not able to ride up 22 degrees in elevation. I would have to push my bike all the way down, all the way up. Not sure how others may be better and stronger, but I would not be. So answering your questions, you would have to follow the path up here and then go down until here. So that's how I understand the logic. And yes, it would be possible to go back up and then cycle down, but I doubt that somebody is going to do that, because it's another. So let's see, how much are you going down? So the top is 1,700 meters. You are going down to 1,300 meters, so you're going down 400 meters of elevation. You would have to cycle it back up again, just to go down a very steep descent, which is also not nice. Yeah, so we will have a lot of pressure on your hands, braking all the time, and perhaps also worn down your bikes quite massively. So when we have a better look at the view, so what most people do accordingly here is they go down this descent to Cercivento. Well, the Italian viewers have to help on pronouncing that. And then taking this yellow road here, back here, and then cycling further. I think that is by far better choice than going up and descending this very steep climb. And that's what most people do. We can check out one rider. Let's do it just, and I'll show you another feature. Let's just pick one randomly, Hubertus 166, and there is this small map symbol. If you click that, you see the route or the line he has taken, and this is this yellow line. Now this is the line Hubertus has taken, and the blue dots are the signals, so the measurement signals. That's how the tracker is working. He's picking up the position via the GPS signal in a regular timing order, and maybe 5 minutes or what, and is sending then these positions back via mobile via a mobile connection to the server that we can have a view. And here is what you see. Hubertus did go up the climb and then descend here. Do not be surprised that the yellow line is not matching the roads. Yeah, that's just an effect of timing. Yeah, because there's quite some gap between the measurements the trucker is doing, and this is of course even when the roads are bent like this. So this is looking a little bit strange, but Hubertus will for sure not have taken the shortcut. He will have cycled down the road. Yeah, and then he said, as I said, he's taking a left turn here, and that's what most people did do. I didn't found anyone who's taking it the other way around, and it's also requested and it's mandatory to go from west to east. That is also clear. You are not allowed to go to climb the peak from the eastern side, which would be quite easier and not so steep, but also a severe climb. Yeah, thanks for the question. I hope this answers it. And yeah, feel free to post more questions in our next sessions. For now, I would love to close this live stream. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you had some fun and this was interesting for you. So remember, tomorrow we will be live at 8 p.m. on Tuesday and Wednesday. It's the late night show at around 22:50. Yeah, feel free to also subscribe our channel. This is the channel where we post our cycling adventures. We do some filming as well. So subscribe to the channel if you do not want to miss one of the live streams on the Three Peaks bike race this year. Thanks for watching. Have a nice afternoon. Wish you a lot of fun while dot watching.